Hey guys, how are you doing today? Let's share this out real quick and then we will be going live on Facebook as well. It is Spoopy Week and I hope you guys are just as excited as I am. There's that one. One more. Oh, yeah. Today's a little fun day, as you can see by the title. We're not doing normal Whiskey Wednesday. Today's just a little bit different. We're going to do some tequila today. I'm excited. We haven't had tequila in a while on here. So that's what it is. If you There's that. We're going to add this up here. That way we can, everybody can see it. Hang on, let me fix the thing. It's not wanting to cooperate. Get out of the way. Everything is in the way. Stupid thing. There we go. Hello, everybody. It is hard to see out of this thing. But it's pretty cool. This isn't the Halloween costume that we're going with this time, but it is something to hang out with and have fun with. Definitely interesting to have. I found it today at the store and I was like, why not have one of these? This could always come in handy. Why do you not want one of these? So, well, now it is kind of hot, but it's okay, I guess. Could be worse. It's not the hottest I've ever been, I'm sure. Are you guys as ready as I am for the Halloween? Like, I am super excited. Me and Free Lady's doing a little thing here. We're going to be handing out candy, doing some fun stuff. As always, as usual, we're going to be doing some dumb stuff. Because you can't have fun without some dumb stuff happening. But I'm excited. I'm ready for all the candy to be handed out. And what candy we don't hand out, I can eat myself. That would be pretty cool. We are going to be doing a little thing at the house. We're going to be doing, we're going to be drinking a little bit here as usual. We're going to be handing out some candy. I'm going to be cooking up some stuff on the grill, so it's going to be definitely fun. Daryl, I love the mask. Or he says, I have that mask. I can't really tell. No, yeah, he has the mask. This is an awesome mask. I love it. It's comfortable too. It's hot, but it's not that hot, I guess. It could be way more warm. I want to buy the better one where the mouth moves, but that's okay. This is okay for right now. Or where, like, when I blink or head scrunch, the eyes move and everything else. But this is here, so we gotta still drink. So it's just it's cosmetic for right now, and it's just amazing. I like it. I thought it was cool. And it was the only one they had left, so I was like, yeah, man, I really got to buy this thing. I just realized this thing had peripheral holes cut out, too. Man, work was terrible today. This was probably the slowest day I've ever had. I woke up and I was like, man, I'm tired. I don't want to do this today. And I got to work and I was like, I still don't want to do this today. Got halfway through the day and I was like, man, I still don't want to do this today. But it was long. It was okay. I'm ready to get back into the shop. I forgot I had a mask on. My forehead itches. Masks from anywhere. Make sure. Dang, my nose is down. If you are getting any masks anywhere, make sure you wipe that stuff down. You don't want to put on a mask that maybe somebody else has been trying on in the store. Make sure you clean that stuff up. You don't want to get the Rona. Logie says, I dig the new lights, man. They're awesome. They're great. Actually, I have the other ones turned off. Where's the light? There. There we go. So I appreciate it. I got them put on the other day. We hung them up, I think, last week. We done it on one of the live videos. We hung up all the lights and everything. It's a whole now vibe in there, man. It is. It's so comfortable. It's homey. It's great. I got the mini fridge. I got the whiskey room set up. I need something to go right here, covering this wall, and I need to get a poster for over there. New vibe, yeah. It definitely changes the room up a little bit, and it makes the quality just a little bit better. That way, it's not as blurry, and the ring light doesn't focus as much on like the beer can. I'm able to have all the drinks out, and everybody can see them a lot better. Hey, Bella. The mask will go back on here in just a little bit. I'll probably keep it on for a majority. I just want to let my face breathe a minute, and then we're going to put it back on. And pushes the beard way up. We haven't done it in a while. I can't tell you the last one that I had on the channel. So tonight's video, or not video, but what we're drinking on the live after we finish the beer is going to be tequila. We haven't had any in a hot minute, so that's definitely what we're going to be drinking on tonight. It's just some Jose. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy. We got a little bit in there left. This is usually what Pretty Lady has, but we're going to steal from her little stash, so she'll be all right. We'll buy her a new one. We'll buy her a bigger one. We got this one. We got a silver up there, too. But I'm not a huge fan of silver tequila. I'm a lot more reluctant to go to the gold tequila. It tastes way better. I need to trim this mustache. I was going to go live a little earlier, but I decided to spend some time with Pretty Lady a little bit longer tonight. That way, she's got to go up, or she got to go bed early because she gets up at 4 a.m. or gets up at 3 a.m. because she clocks in at 4 a.m. I agree. It hits different. It tastes way better than the silver. The silver is just kind of rough. I feel like the silver is just too sweet. My favorite one that I've tried, I believe I would have to say 1800 has to be in the ballpark of my favorite tequila, in my opinion. Just because of the flavor and the pronounced sweetness that it has in it compared to Jose, I think I had to throw in the 1800 out there for my favorite tequila. And that's silver, too. I can do silver 1800 really, really well. It's really good. Now that I think about it, I don't even know if I've ever seen gold 1800. It might have just been the silver. I can't remember, honestly. It's been a while. I haven't had tequila on the channel since I done this bottle, and I haven't bought any other tequila. Actually, I didn't buy this bottle. This bottle was Pretty Lady's bottle, and the other bottle I have up there was a gift from Daryl on the channel. So, Hornitos and Don Julio. I haven't heard of Hornitos, if I'm saying that right, and Don Julio. I've heard of Don Julio, but I haven't tried it yet either. I do want to jump into more tequila. Ooh, I about lost my toe. The cork about went in my toe. I want to definitely get more into tequilas, but I just don't really necessarily know where to start at on those. They're kind of hard to get into. They have an acquired taste for sure. Hey guys, if you're watching and this is your first time around, and if you haven't done it yet, go check out the YouTube channel at Justin Hallman. Hit that subscribe button, become part of the family. We are almost 150 subscribers. We are like 6 away. I feel like we can hit it. I'm trying to hit it by the end of the week. We might not hit it, but that's my goal. I want to try to hit it by the end of the week. We'll see how it goes. There it goes. I'm about to say it's so uncomfortable now. I like how it smirks. I should have picked a spoopy playlist for tonight. That would have been better. But that keyboard's messed up, so it's hard for me to just pick music on it. But yeah, the lights change too. They go all the way down, all the way up. Those stay white, and then these little balls that are glowing, they change in between 8 different settings that are really cool, and they use a remote to change those. And then I actually bought some. Do I have one laying around? Got some of these. They're bottle tops. Pop the top, put this in it, and you pour. Slow pour. Robert says, "Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. How's it going?" We'll probably use that in tequila. Man, you look weird. Kenny drunk, mate. And it doesn't surprise me. I actually expected him to be drunk, so it happens. We're doing tequila tonight. This mask kind of reminds me of Five Nights at Freddy. If any of you guys has ever seen Five Nights at Freddy, it's a pretty interesting little game. I keep going to scratch like my face, and then I can't. Definitely one of my favorite new masks, though. Too bad it's only good for like the holiday season or the Halloween season. But it's always something good to have. You're like, you never know when you want to spook somebody, so you got one of these things. What is that? Oh, it's glue. I was like, what is that poking me? Well, I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I'm gonna go ahead and probably get ready to finish this beer. Actually, more than that than I anticipated there to be. But what else we got before we move on to the Kentucky Tequila? Yeah, I need some recommendations. So tomorrow night, I got some friends coming over. We're gonna be grilling out, hanging out. We've been watching scary movies together. I need some recommendations for scary movies tomorrow night. It's only 4 of us, I think, maybe 5. We're just gonna be hanging out, drinking a little bit, and watching some movies. But we all don't really scare that easy, and we want something really good that has like some jump scares in there, something that like is decent, not some weird fake try to scare you thing. Half these new movies that are made now aren't even scary; they're just kind of plot twists. But then again, I guess things don't really get scary after you get at a certain age. You're just kind of like, no, well, that person's gonna die because they're stupid. Are y'all playing Rogue 6-9? Or are y'all just listening as Kenny rambling? Yeah. I'm gonna try to get on after this is over, once this is over, so. But it shouldn't be too late. What time is it now? Like 9:12. So yeah, not too long. I'll be able to play for a little bit. I don't know. We'll see how I feel when this ends, or if we'll see if Kenny's still alive at that point. He might be dead to the world. Seen he pulled out the Crown and he pulled out Russian Standard. So we'll see how that goes. He loves that Russian Standard. It's hard to find, too. Sometimes the ABC stores just don't have it for like months. Then all of a sudden they got it all back in again. And it's like, oh, well, now it's back. what is it? Oh yeah, if anybody's watching, go check out the new video. The new video has my Halloween costume in it. I bought it today, but Pretty Lady kind of went over it and redone it a little bit for me. Still adding some things to it, but I made a video in it today for the majority of what it's gonna be, but you'll be able to get like the hint of what the actual outcome is gonna be. So it's not like it's weird or anything. You'll be able to actually see the whole outfit. We're just adding some more fur. We're adding some more knit. Yeah. So, as usual, we're going to jump into the next drink here. As you can see, it is tequila. We got Jose Cuervo. It is really good. Really hard to see out of this thing. 40% alcohol. This is the smaller bottle. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy, nothing out of the way. So we're just going to... This also hasn't been drank or used in several months. There you go. I'm going to take them off. Glass. Oh. We might end up finishing this one tonight. There's only a little bit left in there. So, like I was saying a little bit ago, tequila is not really my favorite fan drink. By no means, it is not. It is just, it's got a weird sweetness that I don't mind, but it just doesn't match. The smell doesn't match the taste, and the taste doesn't, you never know. And it's called blue agave. I'm probably not saying that right because I don't do this kind of. If I'm not mistaken, it is a pure sugar that they use in their tequila. And that's what gives it the flavor of that really rich sweetness taste that you get. That's from the agave. And determining on the percentage they actually use is what actually changes the flavor and the taste. So, yay, learn something new every day. You really can't smell it through this thing. Oh, it doesn't have. I thought it had nose holes. Oh, it does. Yeah, it has nose holes. Yeah, you just gotta breathe really hard. You gotta. I got a hat on underneath. That way it fits better. I don't have a big melon head, so I didn't want it to fall. I didn't want to hold tight. But the way tequila is, you can tell how sugary it is. If you ever look at a glass when you pour it, you can kind of create a ring. The ring light messes with it. But you can kind of see where it runs using on the inside of the tequila, causing it to have that molasses thickness inside there that lets it run down the glass instead of just kind of fall off like water. But tequila. Not a huge fan of tequila by no means, though. It makes my arm hair stand up every time I drink it. But the only downside, or not the only bright side towards tequila is I'm not a fan of the silver. It takes me a lot longer to drink the silver than it does the gold. Just to me, the gold isn't as abrupt flavoring or abrupt sugar as this does. And it's just not mixed right, in my opinion. But, well, it can't be my opinion because I don't like it. But there are some people out there that are just diehard tequila fans. And they like silver, gold, any type of tequila they can get your hands on. That's what they like. Just not Not to me. Can't do it. We do have another Jose up there. It is a silver. That one was, I said it earlier, is from Daryl. This one's actually pretty ladies. I am definitely going to have to buy her a new bottle because we will probably finish this one tonight just because it's almost empty. So this week is the first week of the new channel changes. So for you guys that watch the channel a lot and you see me post videos all the time, well, so instead of posting a new video Monday through Sunday, we're going to post a video Monday through Thursday and Saturday and Sunday. And then we're still going to go live on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So that will allow me to have one day where I don't necessarily have to make a video, but we're still going to go live. That'll dwindle down on options for videos. Granted, I have a lot of options for videos. I make them every day. But it allows me to stretch it out a little bit better because I am doing so many videos, so many lives, and everything else. It makes up for it in the long run by kind of holding out on some. Because like if you ever play cards, you never put your whole hand out there. So this allows me to keep that one day of video in my back pocket. I might make that video that day. Like I might take Fridays and I'll make extra videos. And then days where I'm really, really busy and I can't post a video, I'll use those extra videos and I'll post them. It'll allow me to have slower days and a little less a little less stress on my shoulders. Sometimes where it's like I work extra hours and I don't get home till 6, and then I'll eat dinner and then I'll shower and everything. It's 9 o'clock by then, 10 o'clock's coming up. I gotta get ready to go to bed again. And it allows me to just go ahead and post that video and not have to worry about it. I can do all that while I'm eating and not have to really care or worry. So that is the new plan. We was going to change it up entirely. I was only going to post new videos on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and live Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But my cousin was like, no, we should go ahead. Maybe you should just do it on one day. Choose one day where you just don't post a video. Go live or something, but don't post a video. And I went with Friday. So that's going to be the day that we choose to do that. And that starts this week. Jonathan Adams says, is that Five Nightmares of Freddy mask? I'm not sure if that's what it actually is. I don't even know what I did with the receipt. But I want to say it's fairly close to that, if not that. So much dust from my hat on. Yeah, it actually said that a little bit ago. It resembles Five Nights at Freddy, so I'm definitely going to assume it's Five Nights at Freddy or something like that. It tastes so weird. And it tastes a little smoother. It's almost like it's been sitting for months. Usually when I drink tequila, it has a real harsh, bitter taste, in my opinion. But it actually is a little bit smoother than that for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's because we had spaghetti for dinner. I don't really have a whole lot to talk about today. What should we talk about today? It's Wednesday. Nothing new's happening. I'm not voting because I'm not weird like everybody else. I don't follow the chain like everybody else. I don't like to vote. Voting's kind of dumb in my opinion. Yeah, everybody's like, well, your vote can change everything. That one vote makes a difference. But does it? Does it really make a difference? It's stupid in my opinion. Because half the time, whether you have a political view or you don't have a political view, you end up arguing with somebody about a political view that didn't even matter when it became the issue in the first place. Politics was created to argue about, to separate people, and I don't agree with it. Politics is stupid. Get rid of all the politics and let natural selection take place. No rules, no laws, no politics, complete anarchy. We'll live. And let those who die, die, and let those who live, live. Natural selection will take place. And then, after all the bad seeds and the bad apples are killed off and taken out, order will take place. That's how it works. It's just simple mathematics. No, it's mostly just history, because that's exactly what happens. It's what happened when essentially we got tired of what we was dealing with over when we was in England. We fought the British. We were like, no, we don't want to do that no more. We want to live our own life. We want to have our own religion. We don't want to worship the Queen. And bam, here we are, America, doing dumb shit because everybody thinks they're entitled to something. That's okay. Oh shit. The yawns are back, even though I'm not tired. I am extremely ready to get back in the shop, though. For most of you guys that don't know, I am going back into the shop relatively soon. I think within the next week or so, we'll be going back to the shop. I'm positioned back in the shop. I wasn't. The reasoning that I got, well, we only had a select number of managers that could get a position anyway. Like 2, maybe 3 months at the most, 3 months going on 4. And I was like, yeah, I wasn't going to get one. I was one of the newest managers and the youngest managers at that. So I just kind of hung out and I was like, I know what's going to happen. I'm ready for it. So I was like, no matter what happens, I want to go back to the shop. And I started making arrangements already because I always have a fall safe or a fail safe. Fall safe. And I was talking to my old managers. I was like, hey, I need a spot. I know I'm not going to get something. I need you to hold me a position. And they're like, oh, let's just see what happens. I was like, no, I need you to hold me a position because I know what's going to happen. Dang, trouble. And they were like, well, we'll see what we can do. And I was like, no matter what happens, I'm going back to the shop. And then our store manager called me in, and our personnel. We was in there talking, and I was like, he's like, so I hear from people that if you're not getting a management spot, you want to go back to the shop. He said, I haven't heard it from you, but I've heard it. I said, yes, I don't want to go anywhere else in that store but the shop. Unless I'm getting a manager spot, then I would love to float around and go anywhere. I like to learn new things. But if I'm just an associate, then no, I'm not doing that. I want to go back to the shop. That's just how I am. That's just what I like to do, and that's what I'm good at. I go in there, I work fast, I do oil changes, and I get it done. Oil changes, tire works, you name it, just about mostly anything that's relatively easy we do. We don't do anything fancy, nothing like that. The most fancy thing we do is probably fuel injection cleaners and headlight restorations. That's about as fancy as we get at the shop, which is easy work. So it makes for a great day. I like going in and seeing new things changed up every day. What I didn't like is going in to a bunch of people that were friends with the other people that are like, no, don't be friends with him and don't listen to him because blah, 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 blah. And then they rebel and they're like, okay, well, we're just going to leave. And then they go somewhere else. So it's okay. I don't mind. People will always be childish no matter where you work at in life. And I am okay with that. If you're mad that I get a better position because I earned it, then go fuck yourself, all right? It's just how it works. You can't hold grudges over people for getting something you didn't get because that obviously leads to a reason of something that you did, the reasons why you didn't get it. But it is dumb. I don't mind. I like the idea of going back to the shop. There's a lot of new people out there, and they need training. There's a lot of new systems that are changing. The computers are changing. We're going like laptops. The service writers are changing. There's a lot of things that are just going in a different direction, which I think could be a good thing. But from what I'm hearing, it's not. You have the process is a little bit longer, but I feel like I can find a way around that. So we'll see. We'll see what I can come up with. I like finding little odd and ends of things to get around to be just a little bit faster. So we'll see how it goes. I like, and hopefully we'll be able to go back into full time in the shop, because right now, if you're local and you're curious, I'm not sure if you're local and curious or not, but your local Walmart, if you know where I live, is back open on the Auto Care Center. They do Monday through Sunday again, 7 days a week. Monday through Saturday, they are 12 to 6. I'm not entirely sure on the hours of Sunday, but I do want to say that they're relatively close to the 12 to 6. It might be a little earlier, or it might be a little later. I can't remember exactly what it is. But it's okay. I like the opportunity. That was terrible pronunciation. I did like the opportunity to be able to move and learn and be able to adjust into a new environment, learn it, live it, do it, and then go back to what I enjoy. I did enjoy doing what I was at. I was at Frozen Dairy. Got to work in a cooler all day. It was great. In the middle of I worked all through summer in a cooler. All day. How much better could that get? It was great. Especially coming from somebody like me who's a great opportunity. And I really enjoyed it. Just because this is almost over, we're going to go ahead and just top this off. Oh, that was a lot more than I expected to come in. 6-9, if you're watching and you're paying attention, this is what I was talking about sending you whenever I send you the bottle of the Eagle Rare. Send you one of these. No, obviously not one I'm using, but I'll send you a brand new one that hasn't been used yet. Where did I do it? Oh, there it is. I dropped the rubber cap. Hold up, Kenny crying. About what? It's because y'all are losing. But if you want a cheap mask that's fun to play around with, this is definitely the one you want. And guys, as always, if you're watching, haven't done it yet, go check out the YouTube channel, hit that family, and roll on with it. We're trying to hit 150. We are so close. Actually, I can't really see that well out of this thing. Move back up again. I know I keep putting it on, putting it back down, but it's okay. We'll work with it. Let's go check the channel. I'm not even entirely sure. I don't think we've moved, but we'll check. Yeah, we're still at 143. We need 7. 7 subscribers. Yep. So we need to magically come up with 7 subscribers this week. That would be awesome. It doesn't have to be. The goal is this week, but we'll see what happens. You can really see the smirk whenever the mask's up. Mask off. Mask off. Okay, we'll have to pull this down because the ones that have words in it always gets muted on Facebook. And then they're like, oh my gosh, you can't do that. We own the copyrights. You owe us the money that you made. I didn't make no money. And then I got to file up this claim and I got to send this legislature. And it's like, oh my God, what the? You shut up, leave me alone. That's all you got to do. I'm not making no money. I'm not getting no donations. And if somebody likes the song that's playing, they can go on YouTube and find it again. It's easy. It's so dumb. I hate how they restrict it. I understand why they restrict it, but I hate it at the same time. I like it and I don't like it at the same time. Living near a road, I like it because we're kind of close to everything. The only thing that really sucks is there's like a Bryan Center right up the road, and if you don't know what a Bryan Center is, it's pretty much somewhere where like the elderly stay, like, so they can be watched all the time, like a hospice. And there's one like a quarter mile up the road on the right, and all day. I thought I moved from my apartment to stop hearing sirens, but I hear more sirens now than I did then. And it's always just ambulances. The hospital is about 2 miles that way, maybe further. It's probably like 4 or 5 miles that way. And then the Bryan Center is probably like 3 or 4 miles that way. So it's not terrible. It's just all you hear is and it's like as soon as it's like they know where I live because the ambulances, I'll hear them, and then the wambulance curve, nothing. It's like they turn their freaking things off, and it drives me insane. It drives me nuts. But it's okay, I guess. It could be way worse. I could listen to more sirens a day. I could live in a big city. But I don't. I live in a little small city. All right, we can turn the music up. Everybody's having a wonderful week, especially coming into the Halloween. I know a lot of people get with their kids and go trick-or-treating and stuff, but there's a lot of parties that go on. We're having one. I know a couple of my friends are having one. Everybody that I know is either having one or going to one that isn't mine. Like, everybody's got their own stuff. So, I mean, be careful, be safe. There's a lot of cops out there, and North Carolina is probably not one of the funnest states to get a DUI in. I'm pretty sure it is the worst state to get a DUI in. It's one of the harshest penalized crimes you can get almost in North Carolina, with the exception of murdering somebody, I'm sure. They do take it very, very serious. And so do your loved ones. Take care, be safe, don't be out doing dumb stuff, doing stuff you don't need to be doing. Have somebody driving you, be careful. Make sure you got somebody there with you at all times. Have somebody drive you home, drive you there, drive you back and forth. And if they're like, hey, go to bed, you've had enough? You go to bed, you've had enough. There's no need in fighting it. I know when you're drunk, it's hard to determine what you're doing and what you're saying, but your conscience knows. Conscience knows everything. Stand up. Stand up. Hoop, deep, deep, deep. Oh, I don't even know I'm yawning. I'm done. Tequila. I guess if it was something more that I drank more often, I would probably enjoy tequila a bit more, but I really just, it's just not something that I could necessarily get into. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. It just is a real huge hit or miss for me. Sometimes it's really great. Like tonight, it's hitting really good. I love it. It tastes great. It's real sweet, smooth. But then again, I'll come in sometimes and I'll taste it and be like, oh, God. And just waddles away. That option is also still in the air. I haven't decided yet. I'm kind of skeptical about it. I've had several people tell me to make a TikTok, but I just haven't decided on what I want to do yet. We might do one. We might not do one. TikTok is very wishy-washy right now. There's a lot of people that are kind of famous on it right now that are just pushing a lot of clout, and they're just doing their thing. They're doing what's right, and they know what they're doing. Me, however, it's a little bit harder Not necessarily harder per se, because I mean it's all the same. Everybody does the exact same thing. It's just a little bit of a different way. But it's been out for so long now. It would be kind of hard to just jump in there and see what happens. But then again, you never know. Just because it's been so long, and then you're finally jumping into it, doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Like, look at me now. I'm doing YouTube. YouTube's been out for billions of years, and now all of a sudden I'm doing YouTube videos. So it changes all the time, and we'll see how. Oh my God, there was a film. I did not know that there was a film on the remote. It's so small. I should have left it on there. But the button works so much better now. What was that? Oh yeah. So usually by now, candy is already sold.
Like the government says that we can't go trick or treating.
Guys, the government cannot control whether or not you take your kids door to door to ask for candy. It's not a law. It's not anything they can control. They can't say, don't do it. That's all they can do is be like,
you're not allowed to do it.
They can't enforce you not to do it. They can't be like, no, you literally can't do it. They can't just go to your house and be like, you went trick-or-treating, so now you're arrested. That's not how that works. You can't do that. Well, they can't. But they're not going to. We will be handing out candy. We might not, or we're definitely going to hand out candy. We might end up going to another friend's house. We might be doing, I don't know what. There's so many different options right now floating around between me and Pretty Lady on what we're going to be doing Christmas. Halloween night. This is our first Halloween in our house together. We've done a lot of decorating for fall, but I'm more excited. Christmas is more my fun time. I like Christmas music. I like decorating for Christmas. I like the lights. I like the flashing stuff. So I'm really excited to spend this Christmas with her and decorate our house and set up our Christmas tree and our home. Next year, we do want to start trying. We want to get a big house. I want a nice house. I want a house big enough to where I can start doing family Thanksgivings at my house. And that's how I really want it to be. So hopefully we will be doing that kind of soon. In the next 2 years, I want to say 2 to 3, we will jump in to start either building or buying a house. But I do want to stay here for a little while. My cousin hooked me up in this place, and we're just rolling through with it right now. It was just really awesome. So hopefully, I'm waiting. I'm going to message her again tomorrow and talk to her and see. I'm going to try to get my cousin a place, but my other cousin, Kenny, you guys know him. You haven't seen him, but you know him. And we're going to see what we can work out with getting him a different place, get him out of where he's at now. But we'll see how it goes. But guys, if you have not heard Jose Cuervo, you're missing out. It's a step in a direction towards tequila. If you've never drank tequila, it's a step in that direction. You guys heard from Logan earlier. There's several different ones like Don Julio, that other one that I can't really pronounce. There's 1800. There's a whole bunch of different tequilas that you can go out and try. This was just Pretty Lady's favorite, and then Daryl brought me one of his favorites. So that's the only reason why I have these. And those two, I believe, and I've done an 1800. And I believe that is the only tequilas I've done on this channel. 3. Out of 350 some odd videos, we've only done 3 tequilas. That needs to change. We're going to change that up. We're going to go buy some more tequila. We're going to buy some more rum. I want to start buying more brandy. I want to start buying more outside of whiskey because right now I'm buying a lot of whiskeys and I'm starting to run into whiskeys that are really expensive. So we're going to cut back off the whiskey a little bit and we're going to jump into more of these. So, cheers to a new direction of videos and a new direction of tastings. I hope you guys are ready to enjoy this world travel. Cheers. Tequila. As usual, as always, we're going to jump into our closing beer. Ugh. Ugh. Mm. Mm-mm. Mm. Mm-mm. There's some holes in the heart. There's some holes in the heart. Certified birth. Every day of the week. This ain't no. This. Ugh. I don't know about you guys, but something just about that just sounds great. It's soothing, it's relaxing, it's fun. Let's see here. I need a better computer so bad. Oh. Oh. That was rough. That flavor was oddly weird. Very weird. Don't mix Miller Lite and tequila. Or at least Jose Gold. It is terrible. But you can't deny cold beer, so. Can never beat an ice cold beer in the middle of the week. Especially after how this week's been. After, it sounds really terrible, but after today and how everything's been going really the last few days, just work, I'm tired of it, honestly. I mean, at first I was like, all right, we're going to deal with it. We're going to take care of it and stuff. We're just going to do what we're supposed to be getting done. And I'm okay with that. I don't mind doing what I'm supposed to do because nobody else wants to do it. I'm okay with that. What I don't like is how people think that they can just come in, trash things, and leave trash and live like a fucking pig, and they expect me to be a maid. That's not how that works. That's not how I work, and that's not what I'm going to go do because that's just not who I am. I don't clean up after people. I don't clean up after nobody that's not myself or Pretty Lady or my own house or my friend's house. They're different. But I should not have to go to work and babysit motherfuckers. I shouldn't have to go to work and clean that bathroom and tell them what to do, even though they've been doing it for the last year, 2 years, however long they've been there, a few months. If you go to work and you do the exact same thing every single day, you should know what you're doing. And if you don't know, let me know. Be honest with me. Be like, hey, I'm slacking here, and it's not because I can't do it. It's because I'm not necessarily sure if I'm doing it the right way. I don't mind training people. I would rather train somebody to do something the right way than not train somebody and they continue to do it the wrong way. Because the longer you do it the wrong way, the worse it's going to turn out. Because the longer and longer and longer, the worse the bad things and the off non-procedure way things go. The longer you let that keep going and happening, the worse it gets for the person that shows up and does it the right way. So, and that's, I'm not saying that's how I came into the position that I was in. It was really good where I came in, but the manager that was talking to me wanted me to change everything. They're like, well, this is what blah, blah, blah did, and this is what you need to do. Change this, change that, change. And then that causes, because I came in, manager, blah, 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 the whole spiel. And I was like, I'm not too, like, uppity over here. I've never really worked over in this area, so it's going to take me a little bit to learn things. And they were awesome with that. They were like, yeah, sweet. We'll train you. We'll teach you. We'll learn you some things. And then I was like, hey, I'm not here to change things. I want to keep things as comfortable for you guys as it is for me. Well, I started getting told to change things, fix things, make them better, go this direction, go that direction. And then that caused a lot of people not to like it. Granted, I understand that you come into somebody's workplace and you start making demands and you start changing things, it's going to aggravate people. I understand that. But they also got to realize that half the time, or 90% of the time, it's not coming from me, myself, or that person that's in that position themselves. It's coming from somebody higher that's like, we need to get rid of this. We didn't want to tell the other person because we knew they were leaving, but we want to tell you to try to get this fixed, right? That's just how it goes. But I'm okay with that. I don't mind making enemies because people shit. We live in a world where everybody dies at some time, and half the time nobody bats an eye, which is terrible. If you wake up one day and I go outside and I get shot in the front yard, there's not gonna be a riot. There's not gonna be this crazy thing that happens where the world stops and prays for me or anything like that. I'm gonna get buried. And I'm gonna go to where I hope's heaven, and everybody else is gonna live on about their life. Everybody's gonna be sad, like my family, my close family and stuff is gonna be sad, yeah. But the fact of the matter is that like nobody gives two shits about the next thing that happens, and that's what runs into. Essentially, I know I pulled off of work, but it's kind of the same thing. Nobody gives two shits what you come into the next day. It doesn't matter to them. It's just another day, another dollar, and they know somebody's going to clean up after them most of the time. And then I came over there, and they realized that I wasn't going to hold their hand and do most of it, or hold their hand and do things that their old manager was doing. I was doing it my way. And they didn't like that. And they started transferring. They wanted to go to different areas. They wanted to go to different spots and everything else. Like, I wasn't going to, I just want to transfer. I want to make more money. That's all it is. You think I'm dumb enough to not know? Like, I have more friends in this company than you think. I've been here been at Walmart for almost 5 years. You've been here for a few months or years or so, and you're going to be like, you're going to act like I don't have friends all across the store. It's not going to tell me what you say. Weirdos. I like hatred. It fuels me. It makes my life go vroom, vroom. Because I don't care if people hate me. I don't care if they like me. I got my friends, and that's all that matters. Half of them right now, well, a third of the three that I'm about to talk to after this, one of them is probably intoxicated out of his mind. The other two are probably making cracking jokes at him. And I'm going to join them after I finish this because that's what I do. I'm an instigator, and I like to cause issues. I like to have fun. And I like to cause problems. Especially when problems are already going. Like, not necessarily like stressful issues or stressful problems, but like funny stuff. If it's funny and you're getting picked on or raved on, and that's what also another reason why I want to go back to the shop is like we would just sit there and be like, hey, you man, or hey, you messed up, fix this. And they actually do it. They listen. I don't know what it is about walking up to some person and like demanding like, hey, you messed up, fix it. And then I go over to the cooler and be like, hey, why didn't you do this? And I get excuses. Like, what is that? I don't want excuses. I want you to fix it. Do what you're supposed to do. Don't come to me with some dumb stuff. Be like, well, I wasn't feeling good that day. I had a bad day. Or I was feeling rough. I feel that every day. I have a bad day every day. Because I come into that shithole. That's how it is. But we come in, we do the exact same job, and I do it half the time smiling, and I talk, and I have fun, and I crack jokes. Life is what you make it, no matter how you look at it. You look at it negatively, you're going to get a negative outcome. You look at it positively, you'll probably still get a negative outcome, but you're going to be happy. That's all that matters. Uh-oh. His headset died. I don't want to finish this beer because it means we got to get off here. And I don't want to get off here yet, but we're going to get off here soon. We're walking about 3 minutes away from an hour. I do like these being an hour long. It is learning me slowly the respect for my cousin who streams sometimes, rarely, than a year, once in a blue moon. To be able to do it for 8-9 hours at a time, 4 hours at a time, and I'm just here struggling for an hour just to find stuff to think about, to ramble and talk about that's not political, not judicial, not any type of thing that could cause any type of issues, you have to sit here and you have to think about what you say, how you say it. Is it going to influence this? Is it going to influence that? What's the outcomes of if I say bye guys compared to bye everyone? That's why I say bye people. No, I say bye everyone. I call everybody my family. So if you're subscribed and you're not subscribed, I call most everybody family. So, and that's where I try to train myself, because off this, I say a lot of things. I say all types of stuff. But most of the time, I try to keep it clean on here. I don't cuss that much. I don't be vulgar. I keep most comments and everything else to myself. I ignore things that come up that shouldn't come up, but I ignore them. And that's what matters most, is to ignore the important thing, or ignore the minority of things, because if you show attention to stupid stuff, you're going to continue to get stupid stuff. But I love the way the family is on the channel, and I love how the community that I have is growing, and that they're growing in a direction that is awesome. And that's what I really enjoy about it. So cheers to that. Well, I'm going to cheers to that one. That's an awesome cheers. So cheers. The last one that we're going to cheers to is going onto my YouTube channel at Justin Hallman, hitting that subscribe button, becoming part of the family, and helping me hit 150 subscribers for that giveaway. You can be entered in winning a bottle of whiskey of my choice. None of these, obviously, these are mine. I will go to ABC's. If you live close, we'll meet up. If you don't live close, we might still kind of meet up depending on how far. And then if you're really far, I'll mail it to you. I don't mind that as well. We will always work it out to where we can fix the issue with the scenario. If you're younger than 21, even if it's legal in your country, it is not legal in the United States to sell alcohol or give alcohol to anyone under the age of 21. So, with that being said, if you're under the age of 21, we will change the giveaway. I'll give you something a little bit different, but we will still work around it to be able to give everybody who wins something. So, guys, as always, remember, I buy it so you guys don't have to. I tried so you guys don't have to. I do weird stuff because it's fun. At the end of the day, we're all family. Thanks for watching. Oh, I thought I was going to burp, but I guess not. You guys have an awesome day. I'm going to have an awesome night. I'm going to go to bed, get some rest, and have a great time. So you guys do the same. Be safe. Don't do dumb stuff. It is holiday week. They're out. They're watching. They're definitely paying attention. So be safe. Have a personal driver. Have something. Don't do dumb stuff. Next time, guys, be Friday for another live video. Tomorrow, another brand new video to the channel. As always, if I don't see you later, I'll see you then. If I don't see you then, I'll see you sometime. Catch you later, guys. See you later.